we did our ministry time for our Ascend group, our members of Ascend, and literally it was like 11 o'clock, and it was time for me to start my call. And I got a really quick 58-second voice message from, I'm really running really hard with another gal right now. And it was from her husband. I happened to be with them over this past weekend. So I would call him a friend, I would call him a dear brother, but my more significant relationship was obviously with his wife. And I was like, oh, he messaged me really quick. I'm gonna go see what that message is. And I put my call on hold for just another half of a second. And I listened to it, and he just was like, oh my gosh. He was like, Lisa, I just had to take a moment and tell you how much I love you and I honor you. And I just thank you so much for loving my wife. And, you're just such an important part of our family. And he basically just mushed and gushed on me for like 58 seconds. And I just felt so loved. I felt so seen. I just felt so like the love of the Father just came through this brother to give me the gifts of being seen, heard, and valued. And so then I quickly jumped on my call and I thought, well, I'm not going to just feast on all this myself. I'm going to share this with my call. And so then we started out having an encounter with the love of the Father. Do you see how that works? God is always going before you with stuff like that. It's just so beautiful. So we started the call with the love of the Father. And I have permission to share this part right here. But we were wrapping up. We kind of went a little bit over, and I said, okay, I need to go. And one of the moms on the call said, Lisa, my son is sitting right here off camera, 12-year-old, and said, I'm probably going to cry through this, by the way. He never went on camera. I never saw his face. But the mom said, my son, my 12-year-old son is sitting here and he's been listening to you. And he said, I like that lady. I love that when the kids like me. He said, I like that lady, Mom. I wonder if I could ask her a question. I should have thought through sharing this before I'm saying it because I'm a mess. He said, I want to ask Lisa how I can be closer to my dad. So we started the call with a husband who I've been walking with, who knows how to give the gift of being seen, heard, and valued to the people around him. And what that did to me and how then it transformed the beginning of my ministry call. And it ended with a 12-year-old boy saying, I really kind of love my dad. And I want to be closer to my dad. And I'm not saying that this dad is a bad dad. I'm not saying that he doesn't love his son. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying that there are children represented on this call tonight who probably want to ask some questions because they want to be closer to their dad, because your tones are hurting them. In fact, that was one of the things that this dad was hurting his heart. You have some daughters who are longing for your embrace. You have children that would probably ask me, why does my mom yell when I make a mistake?